Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bad Comedy Podcast. My name is Mac, and I'm here with Jason and Dylan.
What's good?
What is good, right?
¿Qué pasó?
What is good?
I don't know, man. I got this samurai
What is
sword.
is anything
The
even
sword.
good?
This
Yeah, right.
Is anything even good anymore?
Not
I turn on
comedy.
Cartoon Network. Guess what's on? Tim and Eric. That's not a cartoon.
a cartoon
Right.
network?
What the hell? Does anyone have any morality?
What about whatever?
Whatever happened to calling something a Cartoon Network and then it's only cartoons?
Dexter's
Yeah.
Lab.
Thank
I
you.
was literally going to say that. I was
Yeah.
going to say Dexter and Dee Dee.
Thank
I
you.
love
Thank you.
Dexter.
And
Dee
what's on the
Dee's a
Disney
bitch.
Channel these days? Probably Tucker Carlson on the Disney
Yeah.
Channel. I want Even Stevens and Beans.
Give me goddamn Disney.
We're still working on getting Beans on the podcast.
Except I don't want Ren. Fuck Ren. She's a bitch.
Just Stimpy.
Ren is the
going
non-cartoon.
I'm not talking about that Ren.
Dee Dee.
I'm talking about the Ren that's Even Stevens' sister.
I never seen that show.
I'd say even Stevens, Louis Stevens.
Yeah, his
he's
name's
not
not even-
really a genius.
His name's not even Steven.
Yeah.
I always thought his name was
What are you
Even
guys even talking about? You sound like the children I date.
Exactly. No, I was talking to
You guys put it under this wire. Hey
this
guys,
kid I was dating.
if you want to learn about wiring, make sure to catch the video of this if you're listening on.
I know an
audio?
electrician.
Yeah, so sometimes the wires get crossed. All you got to do, uncross them.
You ever see that show, The Wire?
Yeah, I love that show.
I never seen it. I'm not an electrician.
You kind of remind me of
Ed Towns
Omar's.
watches
You
that.
kind of remind me of Omar's boyfriend.
I've never seen the show. I'm not an electrician.
Yeah.
Why would I turn on a show about wires?
That's true.
What am I going to
I
watch?
riffed
like,
that when I was on mushrooms at Power Hour.
Nice.
Nice.
Remember that? You were there.
I'm going to
What
watch
about
a Top Chef. I'm not a chef.
Top Chef.
Bottom Chef.
Someone tried to introduce me to the plug, like a drug dealer, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, but back then I was like, I'm not an electrician. I don't know how to fix like plugs and sockets and stuff.
I finessed the plug. I got extra drugs.
Wow.
I was like, I don't want to meet a socket, like a
Yeah.
plug-in thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say, I just really need a plug. And I agree. We're talking about two different things.
Uh huh.
I love electricity.
Plug my upcoming shows.
The song,
Yeah,
the song
nice.
"Plug Walk" is pretty good. Yeah, by Rich the Kid. I
yeah,
think.
it's like his only song.
I want to learn how to plug walk.
It's kind of like King Louis. I live and die in Chicago. This is his only song. He hasn't stopped by yet for his sweatshirt.
Did you give
He
your
said,
address and stuff?
he said we'll link up tomorrow. A
Whoa.
few days ago, never linked up.
What the hell?
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he's a liar.
Well, I keep that metal close.
Yeah.
Me and my girl went to the Shed Aquarium yesterday and we pet otters.
Oh, really?
Do you know that
sweet.
otters have the bite strength of a black bear?
Really?
They told us that 8 times.
But
it's just because we kept on asking to pet them.
Did they say how they have the cuteness? They're kind of like dogs of the water, dogs of the sea.
The way we got to pet them is they had them press their body up against a piece of plastic. And
Oh,
they would
really?
feed it like they had trained it to feed it fish while it presses its body, and then we go by and pet their little side of their body pressed against the glass.
It's like
And then they go, these things are so hairy. That's how they stay warm in the cold water. You're touching millions of hairs in like a 4-inch.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought they were
And
just
I go,
like-
what are they, Arab?
Wow.
I thought they had like hippo
said
type
no.
of skin or something like that.
No, no.
Like you know what type of skin I'm talking about? Just like
Well,
skin.
I
They're
learned, this
technically
I
an
learned this
mammal.
at the aquarium yesterday, but animals stay warm with either fur, feathers, or blubber.
Or boots with the fur.
Well,
And that's how they keep their feet warm.
fur, feathers, or blubber.
How about boots with the blubber?
I like that.
Yeah.
I think the reason that guy kept bringing up black bears was to relate to your girlfriend.
What
He-
the-
he
what
thought-
the-
I think he thought that would be like a thing she'd understand more.
Yeah, she was like nodding a lot.
She'd understand that
She was
comparison.
like, "Oh,
is this
okay."
yours or mine?
It's yours.
She was
Fur,
like, "Oh,
feathers, or
okay."
blubber. I feel like that's how Michael Cooper's girlfriend is. She's like all three.
He dates freaks of nature.
Yeah. Yeah, it's perverse.
He dates God's rejects.
In when I was in Savannah, we went to this fair. We got drunk and went to this like fair with like rides and stuff. And
Nice.
they had a tent for like the world's smallest woman.
Oh, wow.
I didn't pay and see, but I think it was just a really small woman.
That sounds awesome. I wish you could tell us what that was. What a dick tease.
It was Adam Gilbert's sister.
Small tent.
The world's smallest woman.
A baby.
Tiny Thickums.
She lived in a she lived in a diorama.
Super tiny thickums. That would suck to be one of God's rejects. You have the God's favorite T-shirt,
yeah.
but
I like the Devil's Rejects.
I tell you, I was wearing
Like the All-American
my God's favorite, my white God's favorite T-shirt when I
Yeah.
broke up a fight between my brothers and got my head smashed open and went to the ER and they cleaned out the wound and the blood soaked through the whole shirt. The water and blood just soaked through the whole shirt. And
Oh,
people were just
yeah.
walking by, looking in my room, and I was just sitting there bleeding from my head, wearing a shirt that said God's favorite.
You don't get to the front of the line. It's bullshit. But did you feel like no matter what happened to you, you were a hero that day? You saved the family in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no matter what repercussions.
No, I didn't.
No.
Well, no. I saved.
sucked.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to talk about my family. I don't have enough sunglasses to cover the tears.
I respect.
You know that Jesus was the Mexican guy?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna make the bread and the fish for everybody multiply, and I'm gonna turn the agua into wine.
Let me guess his name.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Either Jesus or second guess Jorge.
Did you know Beethoven was Jesus?
You know Beethoven was black?
Yeah.
I like the podcast Black.
Exactly.
Was it Fat Beethoven? The Ham Talent.
Yeah. That's why when they say Beethoven was deaf, they were actually saying like deaf comedy.
I think that.
Def
Oh
Jam
yeah, that was.
They're
him.
saying he was the original Def Jam.
Yeah.
Was
Mozart?
Beethoven's fifth.
Well, did Mozart have all of his senses, or was he something?
He was
He's retarded.
No, he's probably a genius.
he wrote his first opera when he was 5 years
So
old.
he was a normal guy.
He was a child.
Genius.
He was a savant.
He's a prodigy.
He died when he was 30 from alcoholism.
Really?
Wow.
He was poor, and they put him in a pauper's grave.
Dude, that's awesome. I want that. I remember that movie Amadeus.
Yeah.
was-
Do you remember how it ends?
No.
He's in like a bag, and they throw him in the dirt.
Oh wow.
Yeah. they include the part his
Dylan's gonna
his
write
poor
this down.
person
I thought you were
burial.
gonna write this down, Dylan, as an idea to do.
No, I was just thinking. Used to being 30, boys.
He had that weird cackly laugh in the movie.
We actually are both 30, me and you.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I was in orchestra, and we would watch the movie Amadeus every year.
Really?
Yeah, for 4 years.
Oh yeah. You also played the string bass.
Yeah, I played upright bass.
You know that
You call it the upright bass.
Sam Talent loves watching Amadeus.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upright Citizens Brigade.
I was talking
That's
to
another
somebody,
word.
and they go, "What's that instrument called?" I go, "It's called a bass." They're like, "But it's different than the other bass."
Mm-hmm.
I go, "Yeah, well, there's an electric bass, and there's a
bass guitar.
There's the upright
They call
bass.
it the double bass or the contrabass.
There's a standing bass, upright bass.
Yeah,
whatever.
upright bass.
That one's cool.
string bass.
But they all have strings, so I don't know why you keep saying that.
So we're classically trained. Trying to have a conversation here, Mac, about music. We're classically trained musicians.
I was actually what I said was correct too. So I was adding to the conversation.
Unfortunately,
can we talk about woodwinds?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
go into
talk
woodwinds
about
next.
Oh, so now you want me to talk?
if you want to, yeah.
You got to you like a
you want to
do you like
to
the-
blow my skin flute?
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the skin wind.
Yeah.
Man,
narrow class of
I had so many riffs at when I was the mushroom guy at Power Hour. I had a riff about this guy plays.
You were on fire.
What did I have? I had something about somebody playing the pipe organ or something, but it was like to call them shitty.
Yeah,
This guy-
get piped organ.
Or
The skin.
Billy-
pipe?
maybe you should get that organ removed.
What about Billy Corgan?
You smoking
Damn
the
it.
pipe organ?
I did. I told Stephen Curry he was talking
Captain
about he
Organ.
wanted to buy a pocket pussy, and I said I just don't like how they want you to keep it in your pocket all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, can I keep this in a private place where I feel uncomfortable having it on me?
Is that a pocket pussy in your pocket?
If you-
Or
You should
too
become.
horny.
You should play the organ or play the keyboard with just the organ thing on, and then you'll be your musician name will be Captain Organ.
I like. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like playing with my organ.
yeah,
You know which organ I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah.
So
You
we're
know what I'm
kinda
talking
messing
about?
around right now.
Talking about your flute.
Talking about music. The pipe. The
you know-
wind-
Yours,
you know-
yours is
the
more like a little
bagpipe.
dog whistle.
You know, Lizzo plays the flute.
Is that right?
Yeah,
She
That's cool.
I don't have a joke.
plays with.
I hate it. I
She
hate
plays
seeing her
with
play
medicine.
the flute. It pisses me off.
Jonathan Davis plays bagpipes. Actually,
Really?
he does it on stage. Swear to God.
Yeah, I play Get the Bagpipes with me and Migos.
Hell yeah.
We're always getting the bagpipes.
But you fumble it.
No, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
nah,
sure.
I get the bag.
No, I flip it and
I get the
tumble it.
bagpipes and I flip it
No,
and tumble
you
it.
fumble it.
Yeah, you get the bagpipes and you fumble
No,
it.
I get
the
bagpipes and I flip it and tumble
I
it.
get the bagpipes, I flip it and tumble it.
Dylan, Scott Darling
Dylan,
plays the
can you be the judge?
bagpipes.
Which one of us fumbles it and which one
Who
flips it and
gets the
tumbles it?
bagpipes and tumbles it?
I don't know. I mean, Jason's a classically trained musician. I'm gonna have to go with Jason.
Yeah, but I'm more of a rap expert, even though he thinks he is.
So the bag, and then he's got the pipe.
I think Scott. Who does the bagpipes? It's Scotland.
Darling.
Scotland is
Scotland, darling.
Yeah.
That's maybe the worst culture of all time.
It
Right?
is,
Like,
yeah.
Scottish, that annoying
the
thing.
worst musical instrument.
They
the
eat, they
men
eat sheep's
wear.
ass.
Yeah, the food is gross.
Yeah.
The
The
Irish
men,
haggis. They
the
eat
men
haggis.
wear these skirts that are like awful.
Yeah.
They're not even like hot ass mini skirts. They're,
I
they're
do-
like long.
Kill me on
plaid
my
skirts.
Their
Scottish.
accent is off-putting, but I like it.
Their accent, yeah.
Like their accent's terrible, but I like it a lot.
fucking ate a baby.
I think that's
ate
why
a
I
baby.
love Scottish culture because it's all the worst stuff.
That is fat bastard.
Yeah,
fucking
honestly, that's
accent.
like their claim
I'm
to fame. is
Scottish.
Yeah.
like- yeah.
Has Scotland done anything good at all? It's like maybe the worst country.
They don't have anybody. Like at least Ireland has like Conor McGregor.
Well,
They have
Yeah.
one guy.
Who's
it-
cool from Scotland?
And the,
my uncle Duncan,
What's he cool? Why is he cool?
he was a gymnast at one point.
Okay. Well, I don't like that idea. Him doing cartwheels in a skirt,
if your child.
In the underwear.
just fucking ruining some children's lives.
I remember back in the day in wrestling, they'd try to get us to do cartwheels and stuff, and they'd have all these weird
Why?
things. And I'm just like, this isn't for me, you guys.
Yeah, that's gay.
I'm a heavyweight. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, Heavyweights.
Yeah.
Things are a little different.
What weight class did you wrestle?
Heavyweight.
285.
What is that? What was that?
That's heavyweight.
285 pounds. And then it was like
It was
the next
285.
Yeah, but the gap was 197. 197 was the next one down. So it's just
Oh.
like they just said all these
Really?
big guys are all in the same. Yeah, if you're 197.1,
You had to
then
fight
you're
to go get-
285.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I
you-
understand. I wrestled that too.
Really?
Were you at weight?
I was never that big.
When I
like-
was in freshman year, I wrestled heavyweight, and it was 200 and up.
Exactly.
And I weighed
Unlimited.
210.
yeah.
So I wrestled guys who weighed 80 pounds more than me.
Right now, you'd
Exactly.
probably have to wrestle obese weight.
No,
And that's the top one.
I'm like,
well, that's
they're-
morbid. That's morbid. That's
this is
morbid.
something I wanted to bring up.
That's like Dale. That's like Dale is morbid obese weight, and then you're obese weight.
I weigh 300 pounds, I think.
Dale's doctor says wait.
We can wait.
I'm
you.
halfway to getting on TV.
To find out how much Jason weighs, patreon.com/bad comedy. We're gonna weigh him in between episodes.
Yeah.
Put in the secrets tier.
Just consider me a bowl of marbles at the county fair. And you guys got to guess my weight.
And then it'll be in the secrets tier. We're gonna do some feet pics
Or a
soon.
bowl of jelly beans, I should say.
Oh, he also he finished the 15 lawnmower facts, and they're behind the secrets tier right now.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah,
It's
if you want to
coming
get in the
soon.
secrets
It's
tier, coming
almost
soon.
done.
Actually, I think I hid the secrets tier. I think it's unpublished.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
It still exists.
But the thing about
Don't
being
publish it is a good idea.
a light
That was not a
heavyweight,
good. That was not a good long term plan. We ran out of secrets after 2 weeks,
and we're charging like 5 times what it costs. But
and the only
Yeah.
person who subscribed to it doesn't know anyone we were talking about.
and it was on a drunk impulse.
I was sober. It was my idea. I was really pushing.
No, but when he's
I
saying
think
when
it was a
the
success.
patron that subscribed to it.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, he didn't even stay a patron.
Really? He's
yeah,
not?
it was Hunter Hirsch. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Hunter.
Oh no. I was talking about the other guy
But think about
from
that.
Denver. Our friend from Denver.
So we used fear and gossip as a way to make
Denver?
money. Hey Tom, why don't you resubscribe if you want to get mentioned?
I
on
think
a
he
free
might still be
episode
subscribed
even.
to it.
Tom McGee.
Yeah.
He is.
I was trying not to say
Okay,
his
thank you
name.
for
I don't know
being
if
a
we're outing him.
subscriber.
Oh no, we said his name plenty of times.
I know, but we didn't say that he's the guy who subscribed to the secrets tier.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I feel like people stop listening once we talk talking about this shit. The Patreon.
I feel like people stop listening once you start talking about shit.
So as a light heavyweight, I was in a lot better shape than a lot of the guys. Sometimes it's an advantage to be
Yeah.
smaller, and I was very mousy.
What about being? It's better to be in a heavy lightweight.
There was
though.
two. We had two guys who could even go in the heavyweight weight class in my school,
Yeah.
and the other guy weighed like 260 and I weighed like 210, and I would always beat him.
Oh, yeah.
he was
Yeah.
terrible.
Because he was just the pod,
He was just too
as we
big.
call them.
Well, Dylan,
He would try and fall
move.
on me, and I'd just scoot out the way. It was easy.
Dylan was a heavyweight wrestler in college, but they had to actually send Jason to the heavyweights fat camp in college.
No, I don't know if they did. I thought you were too old.
I always did.
It was,
want
that was weird. They're like, you're supposed to be a counselor. You just-
Dude, shout out to Ben Stiller in that movie. He crushed it.
So did that fat guy Pat.
I don't remember that guy.
He was like the lead counselor. He was cool.
Oh, yeah.
He's the cool guy.
Yeah, he was like team fat guy.
But that was like based on
I did
Jason.
always want, when I was a kid, I watched that movie and I always wanted to go on that blob thing in the water.
Oh, yeah, the
Where they
blob.
launch.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes, the blob rules.
And I
Yeah.
love just like you lift up on the corners of the beds. There's a little trap, like you open up. There's candy in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they-
yeah.
I love
In the
that
middle of
kind
the
of
woods,
stuff.
they
Yeah.
put burgers in there.
Yep, in the little tree
Oh,
stump. And
yo, think
that
about
was
this.
awesome.
You want to hear the coolest scenario?
Yes.
So we got the blob, okay, and then either
should do it.
me or you are on it on one side, and then Sorab and Jason and Dale all jump at the same time on
Oh,
the
that
other
would be
side.
sick. Whoa.
We'll send you to the fucking moon.
You would land on another planet, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Or Adam
Crazy
Gilbert
to
on one
escape
side.
the gravitational pull to
Yeah.
another.
Really? Have you hit up any comics for the our live show?
Not yet.
Nice.
We have to
let's not
harass a
reveal
lot of
anything.
people.
But I was going to say this. After we get our wooden shoes and stuff, maybe we could do another GoFundMe to get the blob.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, I should probably post that link.
I know. Now we got to get this one taken care of so that we could do another
Yeah.
one for the blob.
So we have a joint beekeeper outfit and wooden shoe.
Yeah,
venture.
I'll put the link in the description, guys. But we really need beekeeper outfits and wooden shoes, or
More
else we're
than
gonna
you
have to put the
need,
Patreon towards it instead of improving the podcast.
We have been plateauing at $5 one donation.
Yeah, it was a billionaire from somewhere, a secret billionaire donor donated us $5.
Not Mac even.
I mean, it said anonymous, so it could have been the group Anonymous,
Yeah.
the hacker group.
That's crazy that they had donated to us. That's pretty cool.
actually-
Yeah, because they're like pretty woke, and we're pretty not woke. Well, but we're trying to be woke. We're trying to change our ways.
So we should probably
I accidentally donated to
advertise that.
BlowFundMe.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a porn site.
I accidentally
didn't have to
donated
give
to.
money.
It is a blowjob website. I've been watching a lot of that lately.
I donated Monday to a similar one.
What's that?
It was getting blown at gunpoint.
Blow gunpoint?
getting blown at gunpoint.com.
So
Oh,
you
wow.
donated to that. So you blew them at gunpoint.
No, it was just a bunch of videos of people
Getting raped?
for a good cause. It's for
Jesus Christ.
to raise money for the blob.
Just kidding. That's not a website, folks.
It's on the dark net.
It most definitely is. We just don't know what it is.
Well, it's not
Really?
called that.
It's not the-
probably.
that's not the
It
actual
should
one.
exist. Yeah.
There's definitely something online.
yeah. Yeah. The internet's a dark place.
Yeah, the dark
That's
web.
why we have Dylan Internet here,
It
folks.
certainly can be. I'm dealing.
I go,
internet.
Number one
Right.
influencer, right?
Of course.
I got somebody told me about Black Twitter where all the black people make jokes, and it's really funny, but I couldn't find it. I think it's on the dark web.
Nice.
I don't know if you saw
Bob
those.
Keane found it.
Oh yeah, that's where he steals all his jokes from.
I was working on some on my Instagram notes right now. It says "Hack Lives Matter," and I thought maybe we
Okay.
could make a T-shirt of that. But then Kurt Dunsing had another podcast improvement for us, and he said, "Tell Mac that he should make shirts that say Mac Lives Matter."
Oh.
I'm like, okay, we could maybe add that to the
Yeah.
shop, badcomedy.org.
I think I was gonna add that in my Zacko video that pissed him off. I was gonna say "Hack Lives Matter," but I left it out.
Nice.
I should have kept it in there. 'Cause
Yeah.
The whole thing was about keeping the award.
Yeah, that's funny though. You know, just sometimes there's a hack in the scene that you have to punish.
You have to maybe
Very easy.
hit him with a hacksaw.
I was reading about these old
You get the saw.
tools.
If you're a hack, you get the saw. That's what we say.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
what
get
we
the
say.
hacksaw.
That's what we've been saying forever.
We should sell hacksaws too.
We should.
yeah.
We should really just start
I
kind
kind
of
of was
doing Amazon.
as you're
thing.
talking about it, I had this memory of me and my friend Luke going to buy a hacksaw.
Really?
For what?
We built a chicken coop. I
Oh,
think it was
that's
to
dope.
build a chicken coop, or maybe it was for his bike.
So you had to go find a hacksaw.
Yeah, we
You're making
went.
cracking
We were
jokes
living
about it.
in.
Did you buy it from Brian Crow?
We used to live in a little village, and like everything we did was like a big ordeal. Just because we all like did everything together. It was like a frat.
That's
It was
awesome.
Super weird.
Well,
It's kind of simple life, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I
telling-
miss those days.
I was
Yeah.
texting Courtney. I was just like saying, "Oh, can you just ask any of your roommates if they'll be on the podcast instead of you?" It's like it's so funny how it's just a frat there. I said
for
she
real.
should call it Lambda Omega Lambda. It's like LOL.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I
When you
forgot.
go to Power Hour, they're all there. They're all just like they're making inside jokes with each other. 'Cause
Yeah,
they all
no,
live
it
together. They're
feels-
like just like how you woke up yesterday, right, bud? We were all hair was messy. It's like
This
dude,
is
a
you guys
warning.
need to shut the fuck up.
If people get too clicky, I'll get too clicky.
Oh,
But we're pretty clicky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Only we can be clicky.
No, it really pisses me off when you think these people are not on my side. When last time I was at that place.
Are you saying you got fucking people turning on you?
Yeah, someone might have switched up on me again.
Who?
Well, when I was at Brandon's house last time,
Was it Tom Chang?
I went to eat someone's fucking, I don't know what it was, a tortilla wrap or something, just some kind of like any.
Were you just going through
sustenance.
their fridge? What are you talking
No, it was
about?
just on the counter. I'm just like, I'm a guest, and then all of a sudden, Ryder comes up and he says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing?" Blah blah blah. Hey, you smell is awful.
Yeah.
This is happening.
Yeah. You should have smelled
He
them coming.
does,
I think
and-
everyone is just mean there when they're there. They're just mean. That's just kind of the thing.
No, but I told him you're fun at parties. But then I saw a video of him eating Rovon's chicken that he made last night. Or
Ryder's-
whatever, and it just fucking okay.
Ryder smells disgusting.
Ryder was the drinker at Power Hour yesterday, and he got so drunk he couldn't speak. But then he got on the drums and he killed it.
Well, yeah.
He
His
literally-
muscle memory, literally he's a zombie.
Of
His
course he
mouth
did.
sounded like dial-up internet when he would talk. It would get like really high and then really low, like randomly.
I was so embarrassed when I was playing the drums there. I had to go up and just bombed, and then it was like, fuck, like now I'm back on the drums. It's a whole elephant in the room. No one's really thinking about
No
me.
one's
No
thinking
one's
about it
thinking
except
about you
for
at all.
you.
I have no
Except
idea
for
what
me
you're talking
and
about.
Nobody cares about a Power Hour bomb.
No, but it is just a nice
I was,
thing.
you know,
to
I did
think.
the mushroom thing. I was the drinker and did mushrooms, and then I had a set at the end, and I felt really bad about my set afterwards.
Well, you're on shrooms.
But I was on shrooms. It was hard, but
I
it
remember
was
me
really
and Mac
hard to
were
be there.
yelling,
Like I just had to like focus 100%. What happened?
me and Mac were like yelling jokes for you to do, and it's
That
just, like,
helped.
not,
Actually,
It helped at
I
the
hope
beginning,
so.
but then after,
But then you did it. Then you yelled "Cransel" at me, and I'm like, "What am I supposed to say about that?" Like,
It's like the most
and then you
obscure-
got offended that I wouldn't. That you're like, "Oh, I was helping you, and now you don't want my help."
It's definitely
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, what am I
You
supposed to do with Cransel?"
no, you can. There's Cransel jokes. You
I
can
don't
make.
remember, but
The first time you hear Cransel, though, it's just kind of, for folks that don't know, it's when you invent a crayon pencil.
Yeah,
and
you get when
canceled
you get
for it.
Cransel, that means you invented the crayon pencil,
Yeah.
which no one's done yet.
You
so.
didn't need that.
Well, I did once, but then I got Cranseled, and I had to uninvent it.
It's wrong. You're not supposed to teach kids that they make mistakes.
I have the
Yeah.
patent for the Cransel.
You
If
do?
anybody else invents it, I'll Cransel them.
Yeah,
I almost said cancel.
yeah. Dude, if you say cancel, we'll get demonetized.
Oh, that's why I used that code word last night. I said self-cancel, which is the code word for something. We know what that means.
For
but-
Hua Hide.
I'm so rich. I'm trying to get demonetized. I got
Mm-hmm.
too much money.
yeah,
Nice.
which is like, that's
I've been
more
trying to
of a
get canceled for
problem.
years.
Yeah, I got too much money.
I've been trying to get canceled since I started comedy, and it won't work.
I only want to be around people that like me if I have no money and nothing to offer and have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And I cause them problems. And that's the people that you want to be around.
Yeah, dude.
My issue
People
is
that'll put up with that.
my issue is the pendulum keeps catching up to me. Every time I try to get ahead of it, it catches up to me, and I have to get more and more offensive and do worse stuff.
I said this at a
swings.
previous podcast, but last night at Power Hour was even more worse. People were saying, honestly, everything is gay now. People are saying the F slur openly.
Oh my god!
Like I'm like 5 years ago, you would be not allowed to do any local comedy shows if you said the F slur to Mike.
Yeah.
I heard it so many times. Ryder is saying like black people steal.
If you want to know what the F
said that
guys,
last
It was
night?
crazy.
Guys, if you want to know what the F
I
slur
guess I'm
is,
black.
patreon.com/badcomedy. And we did want to talk about tea.
We have a special video you can watch. It's called "This Is What the F Slur Is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 30 seconds long.
Yeah. Well, I'm
One
gonna,
guy's saying it 5 times.
Yeah.
Turns
so,
out it aged well.
So Jason forgot his normal tea cup, but he is drinking Cool
yeah?
Steeper Club green tea out of a Dunkin' Donuts cup.
Shout out to CoolSteeperClub.com.
Yeah, shout out to our friends over at CoolSteeperClub.com. Promo
Need a
code.
last minute gift for the holidays? Get your
another-
dad, your mom, They like tea.
Yeah.
Drop
Do you know
popcorn
any
in the
British
podcast
people?
again.
Do you know any Brits?
Get your
Have we
Brit
ever
friend
had
a
someone-
good tea.
Everyone knows
Diet,
one
though.
Brit. Everyone knows a Brit.
I don't think so.
So we probably had, so we kind of lose a bunch of people when we talk about the tea, and then no
This
one
is our
buys it.
this is
and-
our
This
sponsor.
is our
you
sponsor,
fool.
guy.
so you get free tea if you mention it.
No, we get money.
Yeah.
We get money for everyone we sign up.
So is that factored into the smelling salt?
Yeah.
I get- well, I
It
get it a
already
lot.
is.
What are
One
you
per
doing,
month.
Dylan?
I don't know.
You know
Sometimes
we don't edit and we have to leave this in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Guys, Cool Steeper Club. Remember, it's the tea of the world, like everyone says.
The tea is good though.
And-
You've
and-
had it, right, Dylan?
It is good.
Yeah, okay.
And
It's cool.
And you're not lying because right, like you actually like it.
No, it has nothing to do with them giving me a smelling salt allotment.
Is that from them?
That's for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
No,
weird.
from the
I
money,
didn't realize
there's
we're getting
nothing to do
paid
with
in
it.
smelling
And
salts.
and
Smells good,
any
tea.
proceeds from Cool Steeper Club that comes to us, we donate to lower the incarceration rate of African Americans.
How much do they give us, though? Because I feel like I don't know if I want to be politicized like that.
This should be a question for off. Mike.
Yeah, this
It's
is
kind of an
this is not
off-mic
an only
question.
you question, by the way.
This
You
is
can be
just an
outvoted.
ad.
You can be
Yeah.
outvoted. Okay.
And then also
click,
Brain
boom.
Spa. If you want to wash your brain clean,
Yeah.
go to Brain Spa OFC on Instagram.
If you guys are curious, you can go to my X account. I was watching the video of a guy. He had 3 grenades he dropped in like a Ukrainian, some kind of like council meeting or something. And
That's kind of mean.
yeah, it was like a couple days ago, and he was just pissed off. They wouldn't change the budget. They were giving themselves bonuses, and so he just dropped a few grenades in there. They said they were like level 1 grenades, and there are 5 levels.
I like a
And
level
so-
5 grenade.
We'll
Yeah,
ask our
exactly.
guest about that, about the
Yes.
levels. Real
And we'll
quick,
watch
I'm
the
gonna
videos
mute my
together.
mic and ask you a question to text our guest.
Oh.
So I'm just going to kind of cover. This is improv, folks. So I don't know if we have any suggestions. What do the people at home want to hear about? Guns, right? Guns.
Jake Peta better not read
fun.
Mac's lips.
Yeah, don't read my lips, Jake Peta.
I'm completely done with Jake Peta. He's faking it, and it's obvious.
I know.
It's obvious to everybody.
And he was way too cool when
kind
he scootered away on me when I was making fun of
So
him.
cool, dude.
All I did was make fun of him for being deaf. What's so wrong with it?
And yelling something at him as he's riding away.
Yeah. I was yelling at him. I hope that you don't
got
hear a
so
car beep
big
at you.
time. That looked so cool. Like I won't ever forget that. Honestly. Lean back. Was that Fat Joe
Lean
song?
back.
yeah, you wrote
Yeah.
that. Aren't you
Yeah.
skinny fat Joe?
No, but I'm gaining weight, and so I saw
I'm
a
lean-
video of Fat Joe last night.
I'm
It
Lean
pissed me
Mac.
off.
I'm Lean Mac.
Nice.
Thanks, man. It was worth it.
Are you guys still down to be security at the Gazelli's?
No.
No,
No.
we're not your henchmen.
I thought you already had other people.
We kind of said right away we're not really down.
John wouldn't do it. No.
Oh, no one wants to be your lackey.
I see myself more as a main character.
Yeah, it's
No, I
kinda
know
like
that.
we're like a
That's only for
team.
that's only for the entrance.
I'm kind of my own shredder. I have my own Foot Clan.
Foot fat.
Yeah, Foot Fed is one of them.
Yeah.
Foot
Jason
Fed
does have a big
014.
foot following.
I guess I need
It's
to.
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Feet, folks.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if there's still
Yeah.
a threat on my life or not. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
it is unclear.
We don't know
so
if
it's
they
still
them
there.
are a threat on your life.
I feel like if he's still trying to find you, he's probably
They
pretty bad.
they-
Oh, okay, sorry.
They.
yeah, Zacho goes by.
They're
they.
still trying to find you.
So you know that Zacho used to be a woman
No.
and then transitioned and used took
Well.
way too much testosterone, like way too much.
Well, I hate to say this, Mac, but I'm officially on Zacho's side.
What?
I didn't realize he, they, them is a brave.
No,
Trans.
It's kinda
nope,
hard.
You hate
You're bullying.
FTM.
I love LGBT.
I know, but you don't like
You were
FTM.
You know I
bullying
love
them.
LGBT.
I know you do, but not
I'm a
at-
big guy. I like the LGBT.
He's a big LGBT
I like that. I like him.
guy.
LGBT is my favorite.
But you don't like FTM. I know that.
I don't like FTM. That's true. I only like.
Zacho pulled it off though. I think Zacho started at a
sandwich.
young age.
I go.
Transitioning.
I go. Where all the bitches? They're transitioning.
I guess they're at the Laugh Factory. What? But yeah,
There's
Mac, you were
there's no
bullying them.
bitches anymore. They're all FTM.
That's true.
No, you can be like a hacko. Like you can transition to become a man and still be a bitch.
Yeah, that's true. Like Ren.
Where
Yeah,
the
he is kind of
bitches?
like a Ren. He's like Ren mixed with Donnie
Who's Ren?
Stevens
It's
from Even Stevens. You should
Oh,
really
yes.
catch up on the show.
yeah.
I watched.
We have to give some homework for
I
next
got
week.
OCD, so I could only watch Odd Stevens.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
just talking
that show
about
must have
Fairly
fucked with your
Odd
heads.
That's a Dylan internet show.
Yeah.
Fairly even.
Which one do you
parents.
hate, Odd or Even?
Even.
He
But
hate-
then I
you
was
hate
thinking,
Even.
I actually like Even now
You would think that
because it's actually
It's
more
cool you're being more
symmetrical.
open-minded,
I'm
yeah.
trying to be. It's really difficult. Every text I send, I want to send an odd number of words, and
I would think
it's just like this doesn't mean anything.
I would think that
It's just
even
foolish.
numbers seem more clean and like concise.
You know, I know
Yes,
that's a
symmetrical, he
problem,
said.
though. But then it's like I'm just kind of an odd guy.
Oddball.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like
Yeah.
even is just
Odd is
seem
more
conforming,
fitting for you, yeah.
Even is
But you want to
Steven.
break the symmetry.
Like even's like your classic Steven, like a guy named Steven,
Exactly.
like a normal guy.
Who likes a dork?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fucking,
He
That's why
should
I've
have a
been-
counterpart named Odd Todd.
What about even
Nice.
Even Steven and Odd Todd.
that would be a good combo.
Even Steven Hofstetter,
yeah.
maybe.
And Odd Todd
Oh,
Massey.
his mom's got a Google alert.
I want to talk more about the odd and even stuff.
Shout out to Steven Houstetter's mom.
But just like
You just
Well,
gotta,
if you want to directly contact his mom, he has Google Analytics set up so that
Yeah.
her mom gets a message about every Steve Hostetter thing. So if
Everyone-
you ever want to say something to Steve Hostetter's mom, all you got to do is tag him.
guys, literally Steven Hofstetter told me this over DM.
Yeah.
I was like, how did he said his kids were terrified for his life.
let's go with
And I was like,
Patco.
his whole family.
His whole family is worried about him.
And then I was like, why?
I wonder if
I was like, why'd you
he's a
tell your
narcissist.
family?
I wonder if he's a narcissist. The way he talks about how everyone in his life is just so worried about
Yeah.
him
He's
and everything he does.
I
He
like
is-
adopting that mindset though, because sometimes I get in my head and I think Jason would just tell me that no one's thinking about that at all. No one's thinking about you at all.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think you know what, that's actually comforting for a narcissist to think that. But someone like Hacko or that guy talking about, oh, I'm scared, trying to
They
use it as
need
a
everyone to think
tactic.
of
It's
them.
like, okay, that doesn't help your case to act how
No.
like scared. Like, do you think Zelensky acts scared? of
Yeah,
Putin?
no, he thought.
That's a weak leader. That's a
He did the dumbest thing in the
exploitative
world.
Tactic.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
I'm scary.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm scary.
You're scary in the way that.
That
Black people
that-
say.
yeah.
But I like odd numbers, folks. It's like I've been looking up a lot of Lucifer Satan stuff on Twitter, or it kind of pops up for me lately. My X account
Baddie
has
is
been
6 letters.
Baddie is 6
Yeah.
letters. Jerk is 4 letters. This is number 10.
I
Is an
recently-
even number.
Oh, so for
I've
your-
recently started worshiping the pagan god Baphomet.
Oh yeah.
Bathmat? It's like I hate a wet kitchen or bathroom. Fuck me. God damn it. Baphomet, yeah.
Yeah. I saw
It's
the-
so when you get out to shower, you don't get water on the floor. I worship that guy.
No, and it's just, you don't want a bunch of mold, kind of possible in your bathroom. So just get a bath mat and
Yeah,
like,
worship Lord Baphomet.
kind of run the air thing after you take a shower, unless you want the bath mat to haunt you. But
That'd be kind of cool to be a diplomat. Speaking of mats,
Yeah, speaking of mats.
a diplomat.
Diplo.
Somebody listens to
You know,
Diplo.
you know the music artist Diplo. His real name's Matt. That's why he goes by Diplo.
Yeah. He's also a book in the Bible.
There are so many places I could really be pushing more merchandise based on their names that,
Like what?
well, just like the Hack Lives Matter T-shirt you can make now. Diplomat, they should make mats.
Yeah.
I was talking about, I don't know, maybe, sometimes people log
It says
information.
Diplo. My name's Diplomat.
Yeah, we're selling diplomats. So if you like Diplo, I don't know if there's a huge market for it.
No,
but
yeah, we'll just sell bath mats that say Diplo on it.
yeah.
Like it has like Diplo's like official logo.
No, and it's really just like if anyone you need a mat sometimes, and so you're gonna buy ours or gonna go to the store and buy
Buy one for way
more
cheaper.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Store.
exactly, and support the sweatshops that made them. Support our sweatshops.
Yeah.
Hey,
we
man,
turn
they
on
may
the
be
AC
sweatshops,
in
but
here?
there are sweatshops.
Yeah. And pork chops.
A sweatshop.
Blair pork chops.
My,
Yeah.
my gym is a sweatshop.
Jiminy Christmas.
Oh, nice. That would be cool to open a gym called the Sweatshop.
Honestly, no, that's a good
It's like
idea.
a great
dude.
idea.
Exactly, another pond.
And then
that
you
could
go in
be-
there and you work out by like building like small plastic like like bullshit.
No,
I like that.
there's got to be a
Put
place
together
like,
iPads.
there's got to be a place like North Bar that's open mics every night, and it's the Comedy Gym.
The comedy gym is a good idea too.
But not Jim from North Bar. He can't go. It's
No gyms allowed.
GYM.
Have you ever seen
Because we don't
thing
want
on
to smell like milk breath.
Fielder, Nathan Fielder?
Whatever happened to that guy? Is he dead?
I think so.
Fielder had like a sketch like it was just about the movement, and they're like they'd hire people to move people, but then it would be like move their stuff for them, but it was a workout.
Oh yeah.
But a sweatshop where you assemble bath mats or
T-shirts. And,
yeah.
Yeah. And it's probably pretty sweaty in a sweatshop. Do you think it ever gets slippery? Do you think they have to like dry the floors?
Or I saw Peyton
Sweat-
Manning in a
sweatshops.
sketch yesterday where
They
were
probably have to
saying-
make some mats for the floor.
Maybe the rich people running the
Yikes.
sweatshops just use that as their sauna, their steam room.
Oh yeah.
You walk out of the locker room. No, let me check your bag. There better not be one of the bath mats in there.
But what they do is after they lift, they hop in the jacuzzi and then they walk into their sweatshop for a nice steam.
Nice steam and sweat.
Yeah,
I like that
and
video
then
of,
they take a
Gets
cold
rid of
shower.
the toxins.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye were chatting one time, and she was like, "We don't have a jacuzzi." And then he did an impression of her. I thought he said, "Can you believe that we don't have a jacuzzi?"
I'm in the jacuzzi.
Very
I'm in the
funny.
jacuzzi.
I saw a recent clip of Kim going, I hate it when my kids go over to Kanye. They think that Kanye's so great because he cooks his own food and they get to cook with him. And he has a little apartment. And the kids think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's like the other side. No,
It's
that
like,
is just,
he just, like, it sounds like Kanye just lives like a normal person.
yeah.
And those are the things that make him cool
And
too.
then it makes their kids like him more.
No,
It's
honestly,
like also he has like something to offer, even if he's gone insane now. Like he's still like has
Yeah.
made things that are something.
Oh, he's
when my parents got
Dude,
divorced,
I
like
saw-
my mom couldn't like compete just because my dad lived like over a bar, and then it's like he'd have like a restaurant there, but then also there's the coziness of just like it's like a slumber party or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like going
Yeah,
over
you
to
make a little
dad's
fort.
house.
Well, it turns out what kids really want from their parents is love and affection, not a giant house and all the bullshit.
Not me. I
Love
want
So
and
hanging out
affection,
with your dad and
effort.
cooking is probably way better than fucking whatever you're doing with Kim Kardashian.
I wanted things.
But I love watching the Kardashians with my girl to see the kids when they're like Kanye and not like Kim, and it pisses Kim off. Their oldest, North, in one episode, I'm not lying when I say this.
North Bar.
North is their oldest kid. She's eating an onion raw, like an
Hell yeah.
apple.
She does seem to-
that's the Kanye West genes right there.
Yeah, that's some Andrew Tate shit, right?
Yeah, dude, that's some Andrew Tate shit.
No, I've seen clips of North like snapping back at Kim sometimes. I'm like, she just dropped a North bar.
She's
She
into
will
she's
say-
into movie makeup too.
Really?
North, yeah, she do make herself like look like a zombie.
There's like part of what he said he liked about like Kim. I remember someone asked like, "What do you love about her?" Like, and he was just like, "Her genetics" or something. Basically, just saying like she's like the product of like.
Yeah, dude.
I could see how he
Everything he loved
that.
about Kim was really about him and how he looked with her.
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched those interviews too. Like his Lex Friedman
What
interview.
do the kids look like?
him.
Are they dark skinned?
They're
Yeah.
Dark-skinned?
they're mixed looking. Some of them look
Light-skinned?
They look different from each other.
But who
She's
they act like.
she's like technically fully white, right? She just
She's Armenian or something.
like Serge.
Their dad is like
Serge
their dad
just
is
moved
like
down.
maybe
He
full
was an
Armenian or
OJ
half
lawyer,
Armenian,
right? Or,
and then Kris Jenner is completely white.
yeah, until he thinks like, oh, those two people put together, and then they made her.
Yeah, Armenians are light skinned, so it's like they're just like a little Arab, whatever that is.
Yeah, well, they're right by Turkey.
Yeah.
and Turkey likes to attack them, genocide them.
Yeah, there's a big genocide.
and
of that.
then the lead singer System of a Down Serge doesn't like that.
And then the way they escape the genocide is by doing
They play
lip injections.
Yeah.
and they play
get
they
the
play
cleft
metal
lip
music.
Yeah, they did Botox so they wouldn't be able to tell them apart from each other. It was a camouflaging device. All their faces look exactly the same.
You know how
It is funny to see just like complete people that are they're only trying to look like him.
Yeah.
On Instagram or something, or Kylie.
It's just like everybody who
fun.
gets cosmetic surgery is like they're all looking the same as each other.
Yeah.
It's like sort of like you're getting into one family. Like you have the resemblance, like you look like each other.
No, it's like hard to blame, but it's like sometimes when people, I don't like to go with the the social norms. I want to be myself. But then I think, you know what, maybe I should just, do these things everyone else is doing, kind of blend in, be more relatable. But that's why I'm a failure.
Yeah, you suck, dude.
I always resist the social norms.
Everyone's been
Don't
talking
kill
about it.
Yeah, we've been all talking about how I've been talking to a lot of people, and we've been saying we're not going to book you.
Yeah.
No, it seems like kind of, no one really.
We said
I don't know what to do about it. How do I make myself?
We go.
more
It was
motivated?
that fucking reel. That was the last.
That was the last straw.
That was the last straw. For
He's
us.
done. I'm gonna make that one phone call.
That breaks the game. I'm gonna Yeah, you're ruined in this town, buddy.
Yeah. But I figure if I make like 12 more, then people will be like, okay, it's just a bit, I think.
Well, what I do,
Honestly,
what
if
I do is I do
you
something.
can do whatever you want, and nobody will care.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And the pain.
What I
The
do-
beauty and the pain.
I do stuff
That's a
that-
good name for an album.
I,
The Beauty and the
I do
Pain.
stuff that people hate, and then I continue to do it, and they hate it. They keep hating it, and then eventually they like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my.
You wear them down.
It's kind of, it's like
Yeah.
kidnapping them or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's Stockholm
Users.
syndrome is what I
Yeah.
do. It's Stockholm syndrome. I don't captivate the audience.
You're
I literally put them in captive and then torture them until they love me.
nice. Wait a second. Was she a great big fat woman?
Just pretty much
You
everything.
do the silence of the
Well,
lambs.
actually, that happened to me the other day. I was in a well,
Yeah.
and Zach O'Ryan threw me in there.
Really?
What?
Yeah, he found me.
Then he showed you his FTM genital situation.
Well, that part of that was
and
part
he
of
said,
it. but-
would you fuck me?
But he lowered
thing
down,
down
he
there.
lowered down some lotion, and he said it puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. And I was like, I'll take the hose. You know,
Yeah.
I love hose.
So and you were lotioned up.
But
and
no, that
moisturized.
I didn't put the lotion on though.
You didn't?
So then I was ashier than
I remember,
first responders on 9/11.
That's
I
how you
remember
get
Zacho had
real
me.
hose.
I remember Zacho had me in a well, and I go, "Hey man, I didn't even make a video. Why are you doing this?"
I said, well.
And then the police came to his door, and they go, "Is Jason here?" And he goes, "I don't even know who that is." Wait a second, is that a great big fat guy?
I do want to do some like big fat guy comedy I've been working on.
I legit have a new fat. I have a couple fat guy bits.
Yeah. It's not. It is unique. Okay?
You know, I love Chris Higgins' top bit. It's,
going
it's
Farley.
well.
What?
Oh well. That's,
Oh, it's about wells.
He says, I want to be rich enough to the point where I can say, so you turn around in a like an office chair and say, well.
I remember
It is
that.
kind of funny.
Wow.
I remember when he would say, "I look like a
doesn't
golden
sound funny at
retriever."
all.
I think Chris Higgins is funny.
You do.
Yeah.
So is this because this is a public episode?
No, I've never talked shit about Chris Higgins on here.
No, I feel like you'd be an advocate. Like it's like when you have such a horrible base of the average comic here, anyone who's okay kind of really stands out
Yeah.
because it's such a bad pool.
Chris told me
don't know.
not to go down the road of having beefs with people like Bob Keane.
Who?
Chris
Higgins?
Yeah,
When did he tell you this?
a while back.
Oh, not related to Zacho.
No. He's like, because that's all Bob Keane is a beef comic. And then
That's not what he thinks. He thinks he's a real comic.
and then
He takes himself so fucking seriously.
and I was like,
That's hilarious.
I was like,
that people see him that way.
and then I was like, yeah, I'll definitely, I'll do that for sure. Not.
Nice.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone through comedy without listening to anybody that ever gave me advice.
Yeah, I don't really listen to any comedy or have like a justified opinion about it.
I don't listen to any stand-up. Like, I don't watch any stand-up specials on TV or anything.
Yeah, I don't want to get like influenced by other people's comedy, so I don't watch it. Instead, I'll listen to like a podcast about the psychology of somebody who kills their own kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
unfortunately, that's been influencing my style, and nobody likes me.
It's tough.
I know. It's like how Nick Mullen listens to bad comedy podcasts. He gets a little bit
Yeah.
influenced
Yeah.
too much.
I thought about, do I have to become like a happier guy for people to love me?
No.
And then the clubs could love me someday. I have to do a lot of self-work to really change.
I want to write that down for myself. Do I have to become a happier guy for people to love
Well,
me?
honestly, like if I'm not
That is
lovable
like,
according to my therapist, then
That is such a weird question.
I
It
just
reminds me
think
of
it-
Leslie Tanner. It reminds we should bring.
No,
that
no,
to
you
Yeah.
you can be lovable on stage when you when
know.
you have random pops of emotion.
Yeah,
a
but
smile.
that's the problem. Is random.
Yeah, I know, but
You need to
But
chill
you
out.
need-
It works.
You need to chill out. You're doing fine.
Yeah,
you're doing
you-
great.
you're doing
You're
just
doing
fine.
great. We have a show
Not
at the
about
Comedy Bar
fine.
coming up. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
That is very.
You should
exciting.
focus on like the cool shit we have going on when you feel like crazy because
Yeah, we
it
need to
does.
nail
It,
that.
everybody doing comedy goes crazy all the time.
I don't know. I was bummed out last night. Like I barely like worked on my we have a new song coming
Yeah,
out
yeah,
soon. No spoilers, but I have to focus on the projects that I can control, and that's the beauty of bad
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
No one can stop me except for Mac and Jason.
yeah.
But that's a better gatekeeper than people that don't even look at my email. I'm not lovable enough.
Dude, it's just like you should just do cool shit and then get some people to like you, and then that's
No,
all that.
but that's
At the end of the
the-
day, all that people at these venues care about is tickets and shit. you
Yeah.
know? So they really you
have to
could
make
fucking.
things.
You remember that guy from 70s show who just went to jail for
Yes.
for doing bad stuff to women? Right when he was getting accused of all that, he came to Chicago and headlined the Laugh Factory
Really?
and sold it out. Yeah, and there was a bunch of comedians like protesting online, like "Don't open for this guy." And I remember Kristen
They
Toomey.
didn't get
Kristen
asked
Toomey was
open.
one of them. And when this guy went to jail, Kristen shared her post from that time. That
Oh,
was
really?
like, "You guys are foolish for involving yourself with this guy because he's obviously a bad person."
She might have been honest because but then it's like anyone lower level would be like jumping on it. Like, I love that 70s show. I don't really know what he did.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, everyone was talking about it. It was when like the news first broke that he was getting accused of all this stuff.
See, I need to be more what's Ashton Kutcher's character than Danny Masterson.
No, well, you need
The
to.
one where he does a video to apologize.
Let me
that
tell
he
you-
defended
Yeah.
him.
I have something for you to listen to. Listen. So it's a perfect quote. It's hate it or love it, underdogs on top.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart stops.
So I don't want to be an underdog.
That's a great example.
Well, but you are
50
you are
Cent.
underdog. We're all underdogs
Yeah.
currently.
And 50 Cent started abuse with
Hate
everybody.
it or love it. So whether, whether
He was
you're
the
lovable
guy-
or hateable, either way, underdogs gonna be on top.
He was the guy who
And we're
kind of
gonna shine,
started the
homie.
whole rumor that Floyd Mayweather can't read. He was like the first person to really
Oh,
push
really?
that narrative.
That's funny. And,
Yeah.
and 50, he's been
50
posting
is
stuff
funny.
pissing off.
He
Diddy.
said,
Yeah, he's level
I
5.
love that.
he did a joke. He came out of the he said, "I just got out of the hospital this morning. I listened to Fat Joe's album."
Okay, well,
Dude, 50 Cent fucking rules.
Yeah, so 50 Cent, his music isn't really level 5, but his
Shit.
it's okay.
I just knocked this bad boy.
At least there's not a machete sitting on it. Luckily, we got the machete down from
Yeah.
it fell right before
Dude,
the
when
podcast.
this thing
could've
falls and
fallen on me.
explodes, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be like symbolic.
And the
of-
horses are gonna escape from the frame.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the Indian in the cupboard.
that'd be awesome.
No, but I've been
Whoa,
like-
whoa, Native American in the cupboard.
My bad.
I love beef
It's like
stuff.
the man from India in the cupboard.
I love beef. I love shit talk thing. I think it's one of the things that resonates with people the most.
What's beef?
Yeah. Beef
What's
is
for
when you
dinner?
need 2 gas to go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
It is.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But I just think like I watch too much UFC, people talking shit to each other, and then
Yeah.
I think, you know what? Like, I can't play a cookie cutter guy. I'm never gonna beat the real cookie cutters.
No, you can be Blake Burkhardt if you want.
All you have to do is drink and do cocaine all
For
the
me,
time.
it's Cap.
Cocaine.
Yeah,
Cocaine.
If you could do more than him, you win.
No, I could never be that
Yeah,
lovable.
nobody can. That's a joke.
I could never be something.
no,
I have to
I was
be-
a joke. You don't want to be him.
No, but I feel like if it was me pretending to be like something I'm not, versus someone who's way better at pretending to be something they're not, I'm never gonna beat them.
You should have more look like
There are
jokes.
people who don't pretend there's something they're not and are successful. You don't have to pretend.
Actually,
I
some
know,
of the
but then it
some
makes
of
me
the
think
most successful
I-
people are like that.
probably the most, arguably the people who get remembered by history are.
It's always just
Yeah.
been a thing though.
Like, there's
for
not
me.
a lot of phonies who go down as like the best of all time,
Yeah,
Like Louis C.K. Isn't like a
except Carlos Mencia.
club comic looking guy.
but then
Carlos
he like
Mencia,
learned
people
how to
don't think
be
he's the
both.
best anymore. He's
Learn
like
how
been
to-
erased.
He's the best.
But
He rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louis still figures out what he has to say before and after.
I actually did
jokes.
watch Carlos Mencia's new special. He
Oh,
came out
really?
with a new special on Tubi.
Did he?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Gosh.
free network.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
It's not bad.
Does he look like he's depressed?
No, he loves doing stand up, dude.
Like life has weathered him?
His if
His
you're
Instagram videos.
if you're on the verge of like being really depressed, do not watch his Instagram. It's so depressing.
Who told me the story about him crying on stage?
Oh, I don't know.
Dude, everything that
They went to, I think one of our guests said this. Someone got a free ticket to him and see a show, and he like broke down and cried on
God.
stage because he was bombing.
that's like funnier that it was free too.
He could still
Yeah.
crush.
My whole Instagram is just it's like morbid facts and stuff. I'm like, why is it recommending only like it keeps showing me stuff from 9/11 all the time?
I wonder why.
It's like this is the only journalist who got killed recording 9/11. I'm like, why is this in my for you?
I don't really know what's in my feed because I only make content.
Yeah,
I don't
you're just a
consume it.
content creator, right?
Yeah.
You're not even a consumer.
I'm kind of like James Najjar.
Yeah, mine's all mentally challenged people screeching.
Yeah, which is a lot of people.
I have
like
to wear
that.
headphones when I open the app.
The only thing I consume is our own content from my other profiles.
Yeah,
You know what? I was watching a Kodak Black interview, and they go, "What music you been listening to lately?" And he said, "I pretty much just listen to my own music."
awesome.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like me with
That's
podcasts.
exactly what you
Yeah.
said. Yeah, you're like Kodak Black.
I saw him say I could never be a crackhead because I'm a meth head. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, but I hope so.
Have you ever seen his Suburban? I'm a Suburban.
What does that mean?
He goes to a Subway and
With
he
the
goes,
car?
"I'm a Suburban." He's like acting like a white person from the suburbs,
suburb
and then he
comic.
calls the Subway sandwiches Suburgers
Oh wow.
because it's what people from the Suburban eat.
I think Giovanni asked me what podcasts I listen to, and I was like, I don't listen to bad comedy podcasts. I mean, it's so funny. I just
Check out the
can't
Hab.
stop listening.
I'm really
Yeah.
sad. I'm
Shout out to
gonna
Lobo Den.
Yeah,
only have like 24 hours until I go into another year of not winning a Burby award. I have about 28 hours left,
is-
and
dude.
that's going to be one more year.
it'd be funny if you on your deathbed you're like,
never
and you're
wanna
like a
be-
super successful comedian and all that, and you have your loved ones around you, and you say to
Think I'm a
you say
failure.
to your daughter, "My only regret is that I never won a Burby."
Yeah.
What would be funnier? No, what would be way funnier is if you hooah-hided, and then in your note you said it's because you didn't win the Burby.
No, that's kind of what I
I
was.
didn't win the Burby.
I had to unsend some messages last night. I was thinking like I don't want to have to leave.
Unsend some messages.
Well, it's just sometimes
does
I
that
get a little
mean?
manic. Well, it means like you say highlight the message, unsend. I don't need to show this person how I think about this.
What happened?
It was just about like people ignoring me and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like I don't want to have to write a letter to these, leave them a letter. I
Yeah.
don't want to have to like leave a note addressed to like these like 4 people that keep ignoring me. And
You
I
sent
don't want
us
to
some
have to tell them how
text.
much it means to me and how they're holding my career back and what I could become
Wait,
someday.
are you
if
talking
I-
about us?
No. No, don't worry.
Yeah, we're holding them back.
You guys are.
I
help me
saw
more
you
than
send us
anyone.
some manic messages last night, and I was way too tired to respond.
It's okay.
I was,
But,
I was
some
asleep,
people-
so I just said you can be Blake Burkhardt or Dylan Internet. It's up to
But
you.
Dylan
I
Internet
was
is-
saying to Mac before you got here that I felt bad for you because you're just having the same thoughts every comedian I know has.
Yeah.
But you're so mentally ill, it's gonna ruin your life.
I know, and it kind of already has, and
I don't have those thoughts.
Yeah, Mac doesn't have them.
but then it's also like I don't know.
But
Sometimes I
everyone
get
I
the
know is
opposite.
like, even the people who get booked a lot are like, they have somebody in their head who gets booked more than them.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're, like I used to know this guy who was, he told me that when he was little, his dad used to beat him if he wouldn't win at like school sports.
Yeah,
Pretty funny.
So he
It
has
could
this
be
like, he had
worse.
this rage he would get whenever he wasn't like liked
Number
by
one.
everybody, and he would headline a lot of local shows. But then if we didn't have him headline our show, and he sent me like 1,000 messages,
Yeah.
about not having. He's like, I need to headline your show. And
Jeff-
it was like
Jeff
it was
Asmus.
it was a
Important to-
show in a comic book shop that didn't pay.
Yeah.
but you needed the stage time.
he,
Jeff
he
Asmus,
needed the clout.
Oh,
He needed
from-
the like. You have this guy
comic-
headline. Why would you have this guy headline and not me? Like that kind of stuff.
yeah.
You know that Jeff Asmus, he headlined it. It was like at a Catholic K-8 school.
Oh, wow.
What? Grade school. Yeah, he headlined.
That's-
Like lined
Was
them
it-
up and
Was it hard to see him from
Nah,
500
yeah.
feet away?
in their gym? Yeah.
on
and
the
he,
head.
then I think he took one of the kids home as payment.
What? He got paid in children?
Yeah.
So yeah, I get paid in smelling salts.
Yeah.
And people get.
He said, "I only take payment in the child of my choice."
I thought when he did those shows for elementary students, they had to get a Titantron because he'd had to be 500 feet away from all the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get a-
So they had to watch him on the, like a stadium.
yeah.
I got
What are those called?
They'd have to leave the first 100 rows sold,
Yeah, what are those things called?
Titantron.
balcony.
They're not- no, it's another name.
I think it's just called that.
No, John will know.
The Titantron. You want me to look it up?
Jumbotron.
Jumbotron.
Jumbotron?
Yeah, Jumbotron.
Come on.
Yeah.
Titantron, Jumbotron?
Jumbotron's
Is that
standard.
really the two words for it?
This Jumbotron is the main word for
the
it.
big screen thing.
Then maybe the Titantron is like
I wonder if Titantron's a brand name.
maybe it's like the new evolutionized versions of it they have in stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the
stadium.
Titantron.
I be hating them.
And I just I'm wondering if you guys think how am I shooting myself in the foot the most? Like, am I too sketchy looking?
You're not shooting yourself in
I
the
don't
foot.
care.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I have to be doing something wrong.
No. You're
No.
not. You're not.
It's just, but then it fucks with my head so much
being
because
too-
it's
you're
like
being-
we
you're
don't-
just being
I wanna talk about
impatient. Yeah.
if it's boring, but
Yeah.
It's just you're just not doing anything wrong. There's nothing you could do that's right or wrong. It's just like a series of lucky guesses.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That
It
some
makes it
people
so
are lucky,
confusing.
but as long as you keep going and do this is the gay thing that everyone says, but it's like if you keep going and doing everything, you might be one of the lucky ones.
yeah,
That's all you can do.
that makes sense.
There's nothing that you could do wrong.
But the short term is
I mean,
huge
if you
swings
did
of-
something like
Yeah.
you
Game of life.
if you like did some kind of transgression like a crime on a woman or something, those things will hinder your career.
yeah,
So as long as that's what you have to do something wrong.
that's why I wonder. If,
Shane Gillis got canceled off of SNL, and now he's bigger than ever.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
you know,
I don't want to get I mean, I want to get canceled, but I don't.
Tony
wanna...
Hinchcliffe, who I don't even think is that funny, got canceled in that Chinese thing. Remember, he made Chinese jokes about a comic, and then
Yeah.
that blew up Kill Tony, which was already blowing up.
and which also blew up Hans Kim.
And then now Hans Kim gets the headline Zanies
yeah.
because Tony Hinchcliffe wanted an Asian to open
Yeah,
for him.
a lot of things just happen.
It's like complete bullshit,
You
dude.
just got to keep
just keep
positioning.
rolling, keep getting better. You're good.
The long run. It's a marathon, they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not,
I just
sprint.
look at the
I've
people
never-
I know who were successful. I want to do what they did, like the people who I like, you know.
I love talking about comedy.
Okay. on a comedy podcast.
This is not a
Max is
comedy.
annoying.
This
This
is
is
not-
It's
this
a
is-
bad comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Aaron Citibank.
So you should be happy.
We
that we're
don't sell
talking
we
about
don't sell
comedy.
debit cards here.
Yeah.
I love comedy, dude.
I only watch I only
watch
try.
it for
I
a
try and
minute
emulate.
straight.
The thing is, you pick a comedian to look up to. You emulate them. Me, I got a jalapeno on a stick.
And
Jeff Dunham's got-
whenever I get a pizza now, I think about the pepper thing you said about. Your
I've been
doctor
getting
said-
all my vitamins from the
Yeah, and
that
apparently
fucked up pepper that comes with the Papa John's.
That'd be a
not a-
vegetable. I'm telling you, bro.
They say get it from real food. It's not a multivitamin. It's
I feel like
Yeah.
that joke is weirdly. It doesn't like hit. It's not like a crusher. Like it's a thinker. I don't know
is a
why.
crusher.
It's like
No, it is
it's
a
like
crusher.
thinker.
It is a crusher.
It's like a thinker.
It's got to have a good.
I'm not supposed to.
As long as as long as the setup is worded right, then it's perfect.
Sometimes I
It's
fuck up the
crusher.
setup.
No, but I love that's like there's probably only like 1 or 2 actual vitamins in it and stuff too.
Honestly, my arms have
It's
been
so
getting
relatable.
tingly. What does that
Really?
mean?
My feet have
Just
been tingling
randomly
in my
tingly?
legs and-
That's diabetes.
You get tingly feet.
No, but I
No.
know what I'm afraid of the pins
Your legs
and
ever fall
needles.
asleep while
Why
you're
did you
taking
say
a
that
shit
then?
for a long
Just
time?
because I
Oh,
That
yeah.
happens to me.
When I'm playing Spider
shivering.
Solitaire on my phone.
Yeah. I actually slap my legs and I try to.
you know,
I go,
your legs
ironically,
fall
I'm playing
asleep.
Spider Solitaire. The thing's got 8 legs. I got no legs because
Yeah.
my feet
I
fell
only
asleep
got
on the
arms.
toilet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even if my arms were
Anti-spider.
legs like a spider,
Yeah.
but if I only have 2.
No
Yeah.
Legged Freaks is.
Eight-Legged
they should have made
Freaks.
that movie.
We should watch that movie with John Hickok.
Review it.
Yeah.
We should do movie reviews. I still haven't watched Wild Hogs, but that's a
Oh,
podcast.
man.
Can you watch
favorite.
that?
I legit have been getting into writing movie reviews. I'm on a website and nobody knows I'm doing this, but I've been watching movies and writing
Oh,
reviews.
no.
Oh, really?
And they get 0 likes.
Nice.
But I've literally written like maybe 100 reviews or something.
I
Or
think
like,
those are.
Oh. Dylan, I have an idea. So if you ever find yourself like manic or spiraling or something, just
Yes.
watch Wild Hogs,
Okay.
and then
That'll set you straight.
It'll be like my mantra.
It won't.
for
It won't
years.
trigger you. It's a movie about men who feel like they're past their prime and haven't
Yeah.
lived up to their dreams.
No, but then they do. No, in the
dude,
end, they end up
okay.
beating Ray Liotta's gang.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is Exaco's gang.
Shout, out,
just
to, shout out to Ray
realized
Liotta.
Yeah. Enchantix.
He's
I
also in
watched-
Fast and Furious 1. I just watched.
I like watching all these things about, like good versus evil or just like UFC or pro wrestling. And then it'll be like, there's
The
not
hero's
really,
journey.
there aren't very many heels in comedy.
Oh yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I only know about a couple of them.
We got
then.
3 in this
'Cause
room.
I feel like, am I trying to do a lane that doesn't even exist?
No, there's tons of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also situational, just like wrestling. Like sometimes you're the heel, sometimes you're the babyface.
I just feel like it's
Well,
almost
my
like-
goal is to make Chicago the most violent scene. Like I want that. I want that to be our thing. So like there's there's the crowd work people in nice shoes in L.A. There's the good writers and
Well, in Vegas-
classically good stand-ups. Here, I want it to be violent. I want it to be factioned into gangs.
in different ways too.
Mm-hmm.
Jokes and physical, just hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat,
and weaponry.
threats, like death
gang
threats, more
warfare.
death threats.
Death
Well,
threats,
Brendan Schaub's coming to
self-cancel
town. We could
threats.
challenge him to a fight.
Yeah,
Did he already come through? He's doing comedy bar.
Mark challenged him to a motorcycle race. And
What?
Yeah, and then he responded and said, "What do you ride?" And Mark responded, and then he didn't reply because he was scared.
yeah. That's like what happened to when I was talking to Dane Cook. and
we
I
should
invited him on the
we should try
podcast.
and us 3 versus Brendan Schaub in a fight
Yeah,
because he has a UFC. He was UFC.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So I think is that fair? 3 of us versus him.
I think we'd probably lose.
Yeah, I think we would lose, but let's. You
I thought
you
about
wanna try
calling
it?
him out.
Yeah,
We could try it.
we'll challenge.
I'm in the
him.
worst shape of my life, and I had my head busted open like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get someone to punch
Yeah,
it.
it's funny because
mentally-
your brain has been deteriorating, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you fell and broke your brain.
Yeah, I think some of it leaked out. Yeah,
so the fear.
How much
part of
brain
it.
mass
this
do you have
isn't all
left?
red. Some
You-
of it's pink.
that could be worse. though. I saw this thing on X last night, formerly known as Twitter, and it was about babies with all their spinal fluid goes to their head, and so that's kind of my.
Does it make him a genius?
Sounds
Really,
funny.
everything on there that I see is addicting and bad.
I don't like spinal fluid. It reminds me of when I got spinal tap and they kept missing.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I like that movie Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn it to 11.
Yeah.
I love when people quote that.
Give it
I love that
11 stars.
Let's close this one off. Folks, thanks for listening. And again, for the amazing guest episodes, we got John Hickok, the gun expert, coming up on this next week. Patreon.com/badcomedy. And
Yeah.
we got a live show at Comedy Bar on
January 10th.
on Jan-teenth. Jan-teenth, folks.
Jan-teenth.
You're kind of in my way.
Sorry.
On Jan-teenth, folks. Jan-teenth, which is January
Yeah.
10th.
Not Juneteenth.
It's my
not to
birthday,
be
dude,
confused.
and so you should come to the show and give me a gift.
Get him a gift, and it's
I want some iTunes gift cards.
I'll put the link on YouTube, and it'll be on. We'll put it on Spotify and on Patreon.
if anyone has
and-
any spare gift cards
or just go to our Instagram,
Target cards.
any of our Instagrams, and we'll get you gift cards.
Come through, man. Come see our show. It's gonna be fucking tight.
We really need to aggressively tell people that they have to be there.
Well, I just sold some
A
tickets.
lot of people.
Oh, I had another idea. I'll tell you about for the live show.
Okay.
All right.
Dylan, do you have any plugs?
At Comedy Batty, and if you're not at Comedy Bar on January 10th, the new Juneteenth, let's just, let's not go there. Let's go to Comedy Bar.
And what about you, Jason?
Oh yeah, just come to the just come to the comedy bar January 10th.
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
all
I
we
care
care
about.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard that.
It's about a month away. Get your tickets. They're gonna sell out, so get them soon.
Anytime.
Follow me at Cool Jason Macton
Eh.
and or at Bad Boy Comedy.
Wait,
And-
you have that?
What about,
Cool Jason
what
Mackin.
about
Yeah.
Jason Macklin?
I have Cool Macton, Macton Melton.
Me and my brother Jackson, we kind of
Holland.
would combine into a super person, Jacqueline, because we complement each other's skill sets.
Sounds like a normal woman.
yeah, but it's a super person. If you've ever seen
Yeah.
Kicking and Screaming.
All right, well, guys, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
This was a good time. I like this guys podcast. I like how you have it set up.
I like the low
fun,
energy.
Yep.
Those are my favorite episodes, as I've always said. And
I like when people tell me after shows, I like how you have no energy and you're just kind of like your thing is like, do you really talk that slow? And
we should call
I
this
like how
episode
you're
Dylan's
nothing.
low self-esteem.
Yeah. No self-esteem.
Low self-esteem episode.
all right, folks. We'll esteem you next week, and we love you very much.
Hack Lives Matter.